All right. So for me, it feels like every episode of Raw, there's like at least like a good five talking points compared to like SmackDown, where there's really only like one or two talking points. But tonight's Raw emanated, I think, from Austin, Texas, somewhere down in Texas. We were live. Uh, we had a lot of noteworthy stuff here tonight, so I'm gonna get into really the top of Monday Night Raw, and we're gonna start with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley opens the show here tonight. She cuts a promo on Dominik Mysterio, cuts a promo on Liv Morgan, when all of a sudden she is interrupted by Dominik and Liv, as they always are in the crowd, kind of talking their crap. They're bad mouthing Rhea. Liv says that she took everything from Rhea, her man, her title. And Rhea said, well, you may have taken everything from me, but you didn't take me out. You haven't taken me out. I'm still standing here. She makes a dig at Dominik, saying that, she couldn't be satisfied by Dominik Mysterio, which is wild. That's not something I would have envisioned hearing here tonight on my Monday night. But Dominik really here tonight, we really get the explanation for why he turned on Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. He comes out, he says that Rhea Ripley essentially made Dominik Mysterio a cuck, and Dominik Mysterio wasn't for that. After a while, he got, I guess, fed up with that, by calling her mommy all the time, and, being sort of like her puppet in a sense. And Dominik says, I'm my own man. With Liv, I got my own chicken tendies, I got my PlayStation, I can do whatever I want, and I got a woman that calls me daddy. And Rhea says, you know what, we had you guys figured out. We know exactly how to get to you. And in the back you see the bondage Undertaker. Literally, he mimics the Undertaker meme with AJ Styles. We see the man, the myth, Damian Priest, DP. Damian Priest is behind them. They both turn around. Dominik and Liv turn around. They start running for their lives, Dominik particularly. When Priest catches up to Dominik, Liv gets in the way, tries to stop Damian Priest. Rhea comes running up and essentially tries to chase away Liv Morgan. Damian Priest chases Dominik to the ring. That's when Carlito gets involved, because these two men, Carlito and Priest, have a match here tonight. They have a match, and after that match, a lot of chaos goes down once again, and it ends with Damian and Rhea standing tall. However, they're hugging, but they are going to get ambushed by Dominik Mysterio, who tries to take them both out. Damian sees this, chokes him, and turns him over to Rhea. Rhea's about to hit the riptide when all of a sudden Liv Morgan saves Dominik Mysterio from impending doom. Obviously, they're continuing the whole saving each other from Rhea Ripley, but this match was made official at Bash in Berlin. But you know that the second that riptide is hit on Dominik, that place is going to erupt. I mean, Dominik, he deserves it in the storyline. He's bound to get what's coming to him. And this match is made official, and I think this match is going to be, number one, super fun to watch. The two women in the entire company that have the hottest storyline. It's going to be really interesting to see what we get in this match, because this match is going to be fantastic. I can already see it, and it's a good buffer. Between SummerSlam and Bad Blood, it's a good buffer. So we'll see what happens there. We also get some Bash at Berlin advancement with Randy Orton and Gunther. They're out there having a promo. Gunther really makes this promo real personal, kind of like how he did with Priest. He mentions Orton's grandfather and his father, how they were both screw-ups, and you could see Randy, just his head, his gears are starting to turn. And all of a sudden, Drew McIntyre, who made a point to Adam Pearce earlier that he was gonna get involved sort of with Randy Orton at some point eventually, because he felt disrespected, or the fact that Randy Orton kind of cut him off for the world title. He comes out, and Gunther's distracted by this, and in that momentary distraction, Randy hits an RKO, and Drew was kind of, laughing at this in the aisleway when all of a sudden he gets ambushed by CM Punk. CM Punk ambushes him. Drew tries to take his belt to whip CM Punk, but Punk counters, starts whipping Drew. There's a lot of whipping going on to Drew's back. So we might get this match. We might get this match at Bash at Berlin. Maybe a strap match. Is what I was hearing. A strap match here at Bash at Berlin may be possible. Bronson Reed here tonight took out R-Truth. Last week it was Seth Rollins. This week it's R-Truth. Bronson Reed is just a freaking monster, man. This guy is being booked so well. Every time he goes up top for the Tsunami Splash, the crowd is just loving it. They're digging it. It's awesome, bro. And later on, we get the main event, which is an Intercontinental Championship match between Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker. 2 out of 3 falls. But before that match, kind of something I want to point out is the fact that Sami Zayn and Jey Uso were, in the back having a backstage segment. One thing I want to point out is that when these guys have their backstage segments, for me, it's kind of just like a teaser of what's to come with the Bloodline, right? What's to come with these two guys and their Bloodline story involvement. But this main event match was pretty good for a television match. These guys could have went 10 or 15 minutes more, but it was good for what it was. And this is how we end off Monday Night Raw. I know I'm missing 1 or 2 things here on Monday Night Raw, but overall a good show for story development, a good show for story progression as we head towards Bash in Berlin. So we'll have to see where these stories head off within the coming weeks. But with that, guys, I am out. I will see y'all later. We'll see you here again Friday night for the SmackDown results and review. And I am out. Have a good one.